Kids, Stories, and More is here, so let's all gather near. Art and cooking, movement too, reading, science, all for you. Jump and shout and cheer, hooray! Kids, Stories, and More is here today.
Hello, friends. It's D-Nice, and it is so nice to see you here again. There's a big holiday coming right around the corner. Can you guess which holiday it is? See what color I'm in? What does that make you think of? We're in the month of what? March. Good. And so what's the holiday called? St. Patrick's Day. Oh, there's going to be a parade. We're marching in the parade in March. And so I have a book for the holiday. The title of the book is Jeremy Beans' St. Patrick's Day by Aliceschertle, and it's illustrated by Lindashute. Alice writes a lot of children's books, so if you like this one, go hunt for some of her other books. Here's our main character. That's Jeremy. Jeremy is his first name, Bean is his last name, just like you have a first name and last name. And it looks like his classmates are getting ready to plan a St. Patrick's Day party. I'm sure you are too. Let's start reading and see what happens. Jeremy Bean hummed a tune on his way to school. Today would be a good day. Mrs. Cooperman's class was going to plan the St. Patrick's Day party. Jeremy hurried across the playground, up the big stone steps, and into the hall. There was Mr. Dudley, the principal, standing in front of his office. Boys and girls, I want you to notice the way our friends are dressed here in this picture. You know, open your eyes and start to envision what the story's about. Now, where I live, nobody would wear clothes like this in March. So they must be somewhere warm. Because look, flip-flops, short-sleeve shirts. So it's always a great idea to look at the pictures and become part of this story. Enjoy opening your eyes and opening your mind to the pictures. Jeremy Bean slowed down. Maybe today wasn't such a good day after all. Jeremy wasn't exactly afraid of Mr. Dudley. It was just that the principal was so tall and so bald and had such a big brown mustache and such a big, deep voice. Whenever Jeremy saw Mr. Dudley, he felt very small and very shy. "Hi there," said Mr. Dudley in his big, deep voice. Jeremy looked down at his shoes. "Hi," he said in a small voice. "Happy day before St. Patrick's Day," said Mr. Dudley. Jeremy Bean didn't know what to answer, so he just hurried down the hall and into his room. This is a picture of the flag of Ireland. It's green, white, and orange. And Jeremy Bean needs to know how to greet someone properly. That morning, Mrs. Cooperman read her class a story about St. Patrick. Then everyone drew pictures of the kind man who lived in Ireland long ago. Jeremy gave lots of gray hair and a long beard, but no mustache. Who knows the special St. Patrick's Day colors? Asked Mrs. Cooperman. Green, answered everyone at once. Green for the hills and valleys of Ireland and the shamrocks that grow there, said the teacher. Let's think of something green food to eat at our St. Patrick's Day party tomorrow. Jeremy's class decided to have green apples, celery, pickles, lime punch, and cupcakes with green icing at the party. And everyone would wear something green. You're probably going to do that too if you attend a St. Patrick's Day party, which is happening soon, March 17th. I'm going to wear my Alligator Man t-shirt, said William. I'll ask if I can wear my mama's green necklace, said Louisa. I have green socks, said Jason. I'll wear those. Everyone in the whole class will be wearing green tomorrow. I'll wear my green sweater, said Jeremy Bean. Sounds like a plan. Getting prepared. When Jeremy got home, he took his green sweater out of the closet. He tied the sweater around his waist and kicked the soccer ball around the backyard. He rolled the sweater up and sat on it during supper. Jeremy is getting taller, said his father. He wore it as a cape when he played superhero until bedtime. He put it on over his pajamas, and in the middle of the night, Jeremy woke up. He was too hot, so he took off the green sweater. The next morning, Jeremy got dressed and made his bed. When he was through, the bed had lots of lumps in it, just as it always did. One of the lumps was a little bigger than the others, but Jeremy didn't notice. Uh-oh. On the way to school, Jeremy smiled at Mr. Gills, who was mowing his lawn. Now, who mows your lawn in March? Not here where I live. Happy St. Patrick's Day, said Mr. Gills. Jeremy stopped smiling. He looked down at his clothes. Yellow shirt, blue pants, no green. Jeremy pulled up his pant legs. Brown shoes, gray socks, no green. He checked his underwear, even though he knew he wasn't wearing green underwear. Uh-oh. Louisa and William walked up. Uh-oh, said William. Jeremy's not wearing green. He and Louisa skipped off singing. Jeremy Bean didn't wear green. Jeremy Bean didn't wear green. Jeremy picked some leaves and stuck them into his shirt. Then he hurried after them. That was a clever idea, picking green leaves. In the schoolyard, Mary Ellen said, "Where's your green, Jeremy?" Jeremy showed off his green leaves. "Leaves don't count," said Jason. "Jeremy Bean didn't wear green," sang Mary Ellen. Pretty soon everyone was singing, "Jeremy Bean didn't wear green. Jeremy Bean didn't wear green." "Stop it!" shouted Jeremy. He ran into the school building. There was Mr. Dudley standing in the hall wearing a green bow tie, a green jacket, and a tall green hat. He was looking down at some of his papers in his hand. Jeremy did not want Mr. Dudley to look up. He darted into a closet and closed the door. Darted means running very quickly. Here he is in the closet. The closet smelled of soap and paint and floor wax. Jeremy squeezed between a mop and a push broom. Huddled in the dark, he wondered what Mr. Dudley would say to someone who forgot to wear green on St. Patrick's Day. Then Jeremy heard footsteps. The closet door opened slowly. Mr. Dudley, the principal, looked down at Jeremy Bean. "Will you please come into my office?" he said. Jeremy had never been in the principal's office before. He stood in front of the big desk and waited. He waited for Mr. Dudley to say, "Where is your green?" He waited for Mr. Dudley to say, "Don't you know the rules, Jeremy Bean?" "You know, Jeremy," said Mr. Dudley, "sometimes I feel like hiding in the broom closet myself." "You do?" said Jeremy. "Oh, Oh, yes, said the principal, especially when I have so much work to do. Look at all the papers on my desk. Do you think you could help me? Jeremy helped Mr. Dudley with the papers. He stacked some of them into a neat pile. He stapled some of them together. You're a good helper, said Mr. Dudley. He didn't ask why Jeremy was not wearing green. He didn't even ask what Jeremy had been doing in the broom closet. They talked about soccer and square dancing and their favorite TV programs. Aww. After a while, Jeremy said, I forgot my green sweater this morning. Everybody was teasing me. Well, said Mr. Dudley, you can see I'm wearing plenty of green. I think I can spare some. He put his hat on Jeremy's head. Oops, but it wasn't quite right. Too what? Too big or too small? He let Jeremy try on his jacket, but that wasn't quite right either. Then Mr. Dudley tied his green bow tie around Jeremy's neck, and it was perfect. Doing something nice for someone. Jeremy looked up at the very big smile underneath Mr. Dudley's very big mustache. Mr. Dudley, he said, would you like to come to our St. Patrick's Day party? I'd be delighted, said Mr. Dudley in his nice, deep voice. Jeremy and the principal walked to class together. My friend Jeremy Bean invited me to the party, said Mr. Dudley. My friend Mr. Dudley lent me his bow tie, said Jeremy Bean. Look at his expression. What would you call that? They sat down and helped themselves to celery, green apples, pickles, lime punch, and cupcakes with green icing. Happy St. Patrick's Day! The end. And I hope you got the message that it's not nice to make fun of others and tease others. Remember the golden rule. If you don't like something, don't do it to others. Treat others the way you like to be treated. And go have fun during your St. Patrick's Day party. Wear green. Bye. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you for more of Kids Stories and More with D Nice. Do something nice today.